am I pumped right now. But this is what it's all about, man. You know, it's been 3 years since I was able to hunt with a bow. And you know, I just had my surgery in December where they went in through my neck and operated on my spine. I couldn't even think about pulling a bow. We're back, baby, we're back. Bam, that's the way to do it.
This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by the incredibly durable Morel shooting target. With many designs available, you're sure to find a target that fits your practicing style.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Dream Season Live. On today, we're going to kick things right off with longtime team member Louie Payne on a really special hunt down in Kentucky. We're going full steam ahead right now. The guys are out hunting in full force. Taylor Regan is actually on an elk hunt in Colorado as I speak, and Brandon Quant is on a bear hunt in Alaska. So hopefully those guys have some success and we can bring you some good episodes here soon. Alex and I, we don't get to go do that fun stuff. We're pretty much going to be homebodies this year. We're going to be hunting straight in Iowa. As you guys saw, the work hasn't stopped since the last time you talked to us. It's continued to be crazy dry. Our food plots were sitting dormant, so we took matters into our own hands. That honey hole plot right below our house, I actually strung out about 10 garden hoses, borrowed them from buddies, and I took them down below the house and put a sprinkler down there. After we got the hidey hole plot wet and I saw how great that worked, I knew I had to do something to Alice's alley. So I found a big water tank, 1,500 gallons and a pump, and we soaked the heck out of that for 2 different evenings. And I'm hoping that's exactly what we needed to get these plots boosted and jump started and looking good by the time opening day hits here in Iowa. Speaking of opening day, we're going to start hunting here in Iowa on this Saturday. Ireland, our 8-year-old, she is ready to go. We've had her practicing every day, so we're going to go jump in a hawk box blind and we're going to have a good time. On top of that, the Missouri season's finally opened up, and our team members in Missouri are ready to rock and roll and knock a big buck down. So continue to follow us and make sure you're checking in as we bring you hunts on a semi-live basis. Lastly, I know all of us are pumped to get in the field. Seasons are opening up across the country. I want to say one thing. Please, please, please make sure to wear your muddy safety harnesses and use your safe lines this year. We owe it to ourselves, we owe it to our family, and we owe it to our friends that come home from the field. So please do all your loved ones a favor and wear those harnesses, use those safe lines, and come back to hunt another day. And thank you so much for following along with us here at the Dunkin Wildlife Ranch on Dream Season Live.
September the 6th, here in central Kentucky. We finally got the north wind that I need to go in here and hunt sledge. Sledge is a deer we're getting a lot of pictures of on this spot what we call the Curse of Stovall Ridge. The reason we named it that is several different things. You know, that's where I had my tree stand accident first of all. So they went in, operated on my spine, went in through my neck, went in there and put a cage in there. And I've been doing a lot of physical therapy and stuff, and I'm getting some strength back. And then second of all, I've had to take the cameraman to the hospital like 2 different times, or I screw up and miss or something. Hopefully we're gonna break this curse, but I hadn't been able to shoot a regular bow for 3 years now. And I finally got this Matthews VX3. But I'm only pulling 50 pounds, but I can still, you know, shoot a pretty good sized group at 25 yards, and I think that's what's going to be our shot. Because we've been, here in Kentucky, we can feed, so I've been sprinkling out some analogic gold in there, and they have been absolutely burning it up. The only thing is, tonight, cameraman is out, so I'm cameraman and hunter. So we're going to go in and try to do a self-film hunt, and maybe I can get a shot at it. But stay with us. Hopefully this will turn out the bends it's a self-filmed hunt. is September the 6th. We got settled in the blind back here, and I mean the skies opened up and dumped some rain out, man. It's rained like crazy. Let me show you on the maps and get wind checker. Look at that wind. That wind is absolutely perfect to come in here and hunt sledge. The reason I named him that is because he's gonna crush this curse. So stay with us, we'll see if he shows or not. Here we go, September the 7th. We're going back in here after Sledgehammer. Man, I tell you what, went in here last night. Cameraman couldn't go and had an encounter with him, but he stayed out that ridge a pretty good ways. He come up out of the one holler and went over the ridge down the next one. So we're gonna head back in here. We still got this northeast wind. So we're gonna take the old Matthews in here and see what we can do with it. Here it is, September the 7th. We slipped back in here on this ridge, and the tree I fell out of is right here next to us. It still actually got the stick on it, and it's been 7, 8 years, you know, since it happened. And I come in here last night hunting. Cameraman couldn't go, and I actually seen Sledgehammer, but we got in here with it undisturbed. Got the perfect wind coming right at us. So man, anticipation is through the roof right now. Fingers are crossed. Hopefully I'll get a shot at Sledgehammer this evening before it gets too dark. without finally turning and giving me a shot. Holy mackerel. But this is what it's all about, man. I mean, I just pray to God I can find him, because this is the first velvet buck I've ever shot. Man, am I pumped right now. First deer I shot with the new Matthews. You know, it's been 3 years since I was able to hunt with a bow. And, you know, I just had my surgery in December where they went in through my neck and operated on my spine. And I couldn't even think about pulling a bow. We're back, baby, we're back. Bam, that's the way to do it. I just hope we can find him. I believe we will, because I mean, it looked like a long shot. Whew. Man. There lays my arrow right there. Ugh. Shaft's got blood on it. Right here. Okay. We can go get some help. We can't go down through there. I have to make a couple phone calls, get some help, and come back. Well, guys, here's the end result tonight. It's actually the next morning. This deer didn't go that far, but he had his momentum up going over that hill. But man, I couldn't be any happier than to be sitting behind Sledgehammer. And the reason we named him this is because he smashed that curse and broke that curse. This is the first velvet buck I've ever killed. And I had an encounter with him last night, and then tonight Lonnie was able to go with me. We shot him about 25 yards and ended up down here at the very bottom. So I couldn't be any happier with my Kentucky season. And you know, I just had my surgery, and I couldn't even think about pulling a bow. We're back, baby, we're back.
Get ahead of your game with a 14-day DeerCast prediction, mapping, radar, wind check, rain station, path tracking, and more. Prep, predict, and pursue with DeerCast.
Louie Payne Dream Season Live 22 is here, and Tyler and I, we're both excited. We're down here at the lease today that Tyler and I both hunt. We've been hunting it for the last 3 years now. But right now we're down here in this bull. We're gonna call it the funnel. And all these deer during the rut will come down through here checking scrape lines and looking for that first hot doe. It was too thick before, so me and Tyler come in here with the skid steer this year, pulled some trees, did some tree shearing, and kind of opened up this bowl right here. And we're actually gonna put a stand right up here in this tree behind us here, hoping that our wind will blow out into that CRP. We're gonna have to hunt it with like a westerly wind. But jumping in to this season, we're actually gonna be trying to pinpoint this deer that we gave the name Broken G3 when he was a 3-year-old. But we've come to the conclusion that we've had him since he was 2, 3, 4, and 5. You know, he made it to this year. And what we've noticed is that he's always had a better left side than a right. So we're gonna start calling this deer lefty, and that's gonna be our main focus on this lease. So we're gonna try to hone in up here on the north end of the farm today, spread some more cameras out, try to pinpoint this deer on what he's doing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna move up here and try to give you an idea of where we've been getting pictures of him at and where I think we're gonna kill him. Okay guys, here we are, we're at the Blue Barrel. This Blue Barrel's been here, you know, ever since we started leasing this property. Don't know why it's here, but it's here. As you guys saw just a little bit ago, we went down to what I'm gonna call the funnel. There's that little bull area down in there that we opened up. Hopefully we can get some mature deer there, but our main focus right now is lefty. And we'd actually got pictures of him down there, but not near as many pictures as what we got up here on the north end of the farm. He just seems to, in the years past, tend to this side of the farm. And we got him up here at the gap on top of the hill. He's been coming through there some, and on the other side of the bluff here, there's some beans in the bottom, and he's been going to them too. So we're thinking he's up here in the middle of the woods. What we're gonna do is go down through the creek here and put some more cameras out and try to just pinpoint where this deer is crossing the creek, because we have a feeling he's coming up through here, going over here to the crop fields. But You got a stand over here to my left. I think we're gonna kill him at the Blue Barrel. It's either gonna be me or Tyler. Either way, it's gonna be an exciting hunt, and hopefully we can get him on the ground for you.
That's a special buck for Louie for several different reasons.
One of those reasons being that's Louie's first ever velvet buck, his first buck with a vertical bow in a long time, and also big congrats to you, Louie, for finally breaking that curse.
Congratulations, Louie. Update on our farm. We've had loggers on our farm since December. They're just now finishing up a few days before bow season. We've also been fighting the drought that everybody else out there has been fighting. So we've been watering plots. We've also been constructing plots on the new part of our farm. With all that being said though, we still have pictures of bucks starting to come in that we're really excited about. One of them being a buck that we call Laffy Taffy.
We're very excited about Laffy Taffy because he's a buck that me and him both have history with. He blew into a giant, so we're very excited about him.
Another buck that we're excited about is a buck called the Foggy Bottom buck. This is a buck that's just showed up last few weeks. He would be our number 2 target. Our number 3 target is a buck that we call Nate. He's a giant 8-point. We're excited about this deer as well. He may be the biggest of the 3.
Another big highlight of this season will be getting our cousin Remington Ballou up here from Georgia. He is a 12-year-old youth hunter. We're very excited to get him up here and share our opportunities with him and hopefully get him on a big Missouri deer.
We would also like to say we're proud of being part of the Dream Season Live team. The Dream Season Live team in Iowa and in Missouri have all been busting their butt all summer, working hard to bring you guys an excellent season. So we can't believe the season is here already. We're crazy excited to get it going. And as always, thanks for watching Leupold's Dream Season Live.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of Dream Season Live is brought to you by MOTV. For access to all our Drury Outdoors TV shows, head over to the MOTV app today.